Hey everybody, and welcome to my kind of first thoughts video on Elm Creek. So what we're looking at here is footage from the day one of FarmCon. I pulled out all of the in-map video from FarmCon 21, and that's what we're looking at here right now. I have to say, I am really impressed with what I am seeing here. We've got, right here on this shot, we've got a nice gravel road with some dirt kind of and grass there in the middle between the tire tracks. We've got really huge view distances. We can see for days on end off at the map boundary. We've got really great visuals here with how the trees are separating various depths of the map, so you get a real good sense of being somewhere with 3D representation and such. We've got flowing water. For the first time, we've seen flowing water. We get a little bit of that here in this clip. We're going to get a closer up representation of some water here in a little bit. There are multiple farms on this map. So unlike Ravenport, which basically had one farm and one farm location only, this map has multiple possible farming areas. Really cool concept. Overall, we are talking kind of a rural map. In maps in the past with Giants, we have had a kind of a city area and then farming right outside of that. Here we've got a corn maze down here at the bottom of this tower. Here we can see the water flowing down the river. So we don't have a static water plane anymore. It feels like the water is moving. So we get some motion there. We get some idea that this might be a real river as opposed to just a stagnant body of water. We've got some really nice elevation changes. I mean, this is based on the Midwest. So here we've got that. Let's check again. We've got that flowing water. And overall, the map is based on the Midwest, but we do have some nice elevation changes. We've got the road going under the bridge here. We're going to see now the road going over the bridge. So we've got, different elevations with respect to the road work, the way the water is flowing. We've got a covered bridge down there. We're going to see that later on. They were talking about here how you can basically ford lots of the water. So just drive on through so you don't have to find a bridge if you don't need to. I really like this wooden bridge down here. And again, we've got that gravel road with the grass in the middle. Here we got some good long shots of the map boundary and well beyond. Lots of nice fluffy clouds here. The clouds look a whole lot better on this map than they did in Farm Sim 19, that is for sure. Now we've got some neon signs, some animated neon signs going on. We've got a baseball park. Now I do wish that this grass here in the outfield and the infield was a bit more manicured. We've got some new crop textures. So here we have potatoes ready to, it says remove foliage, so this is ready to be topped potatoes. We've already seen this scene again, but we've got the grass right here in the middle of the gravel road. We've got this little bridge here, and then there's going to be another bridge over here to the right. We've got this massive view distance, and then right over here to the right, we can see the map edge. We can kind of see the map edge beyond there also. This is giving us some good sense of depth, the way the trees are kind of separating different areas of the map. They were describing this as ultimately helping with performance because we have shorter view distances. Again, we're seeing the flowing water here. We've got a road coming down. Lots of these nice little areas, like this little house here. Maybe it's a little bit of business, maybe. This is a park. We're going to see this park later on. I love that park. That park is awesome. Here we got like Mama Joe's Diner right next to the gas station. Look at that view distance. And it just goes on for days. We've got large square fields here. We're driving down the main drag. We've got a little bit of a firehouse going on here. We've got kind of a farm here right off the main drag. That might be the starting farm. It's hard to tell. Now, we've got multiple layers to the farm buildings, and all the farm buildings are usable. What an interesting concept, right? I mean, in Farm Sim 19, we had so many farm buildings that we couldn't make use of. But here, we can go inside of buildings. We can use them for storage, which is absolutely great. We've got a nice view of the new HUD here. We've got what looks like shuttle control going on. A lot of these fields can easily be merged because they are just separated by some gravel road. So if you're ones that want to merge fields, you can do that. The person talked about there being 81 fields on this particular map. By far the most fields in any Giants map to date. We've got fields that are rectangular, fields that are irregularly shaped, that are kind of following the contour of the ground, which is really great to see. Here we've got our main drag here, kind of our interstate, our highway. We had a nice on-ramp, off-ramp. We've got that covered bridge. We saw that before. This is a shot of the main starting farm. You can see a gas station up here. Right across the street from that, we've got the firehouse off in the distance. So this was the start farm that we saw in the other shot. This is, again, I think, the start farm. But again, we have all of these buildings are completely usable. I mean, how many of you all tried to use the barn or the garage in Farm Sim 19 and got frustrated when they weren't usable? Now here we're about to see several different shots of possible player farms. So if you use this in multiplayer, this is one of the possible farms. I really like this barn. This barn looked a lot like the barn that I had when we grew up at our farm. So I really like that blue barn. Ours was white. Here's another possible farm. This is a third possible farm. A fourth farm, and now this barn is hot. I like that barn a lot. Or you could start in, kind of make up your own little areas. Here we've got like a little mill right by the water. I like that gravel there back there. Here we have Mama's Joe's Diner. For some reason, I'm in love with that mailbox. We've got an industrial area here. We've got the dump station there to our right that we can see. Remember, we've got production going on, so this might be a flour mill. We've got the flowing water going under the covered bridge. Love the covered bridge. I don't know if you've really seen those in the Midwest, but we see those a lot here in the East Coast. Love the park. The park is amazing. This area is amazing. Overall, I absolutely love Elm Creek for what I've saw so far. Let me know in the comments, what do you think of Elm Creek yourself? And until next time, happy farming.